Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro.
I said, you think they would have shot me if I was running through their goddamn neighborhood? Well, I'm going to give them an opportunity.
There it is.
Shalom to my Aki and Wa'akwathium and Yahawashi HaMashiach, and greetings to my brothers and my sisters in the Lord. I'm going to go ahead and say this first and foremost. This video is primarily for the men of Israel, Although, you woman would like to come into the lesson and be edified, you're more than welcome to. This is for the body in general. Although this supping right here is for the brethren, because when it comes to warfare, battle, and combat, that is a masculine thing, and that is something that the Father implements the men to do and to perform. That's how kingdoms fall and kingdoms rise. But we're going to be talking about these times we're coming into, and how, whether people like it or not, man, Israel's going to have to fight. The so-called black race, the so-called African Americans are going to have to fight, and they will fight. Many of our people, we're going to lose a lot of people. 2/3 are going to be cut off in the land all around the world. We're coming into some very detrimental times, but our people are going to have to fight. And it's prophesied that we're going to fight. We're going to go into the history of this happening in the past. This is nothing new. There is nothing new under the sun. Okay? But we're going to go through this lesson. It is a little lengthy. This is going to be a meat message. It is not intended to cause any confusion within the body, but that it may be edifying for you concerning this topic and this subject. Okay? Because Jacob has been oppressed. You understand, Israelites have been oppressed. And to be quite honest, and to be circumspect, our people are wicked. Out just on World Star, man, you got our people having sex in the middle of the streets, man, in subway stations, man. Fighting, being violent to one another. So these are the 2/3. A lot of our people are going to get put to death in the times that we're coming to. And the devices of the enemy through this COVID, Contrace, FEMA camp, all this that's going on. Not that the video is about this, but that's going to overcome a portion of our people, and our people are going to be destroyed by the spiritual darts of the enemy, man. By the physical darts too. They're going to be riddled with bullets. They're going to be put to death. Portion's going to go to captivity. Famine is going to be prevalent in this land all around the world, as we see Yahweh Shem Shai sending them locusts and just through various tactics and ways, bringing on that plague, but nonetheless, 2/3 of our people are going to be consumed by that. But meanwhile, while the enemy is coming down and preparing great wrath for the nation of Israel, man, we're going to be put in a situation to fight. And this is nothing new, like I said, and we're going to go over some of the historical aspects of this, but we're also going to, I'm kind of going to, I don't want to say play the devil's advocate, because, I don't advocate Shaitan whatsoever. But we've been indoctrinated with plantation Christianity to where we're taught to bow the head. And I'm going to talk against that, and I'm going to speak against that. Okay? Yahweh Shem Shai it is not within his will for other nations and enemies to overcome us, even though he has implemented this as punishments, through various captivities in history's time. The latest being this North American captivity. Through the different tribes and tabernacles of Esau taking down Israel, you understand, and from the French and the English to the Portuguese and the Spaniards, around the four corners of the earth, but nonetheless, their kingdom is being brought to naught, and the beast system is rising, which is spearheaded by Esau Edom. So it's going to be a line drawn in the sand, and much contention and adversity lies ahead as the enemy makes plans to bring this new world order agenda. You understand? But I'm going to talk about, the Spirit has me to really talk about combat, warfare, because the nation of Israel is a nation of war, man. We always been warriors. Our forefathers were warriors, and I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all on this one, man. There's gonna come a time where bowing the head is not gonna get you nowhere. And Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna rise up the anger and frustration in Jacob to fight back. It's prophecy, and it needs to happen. This is not a message of peace. And there will not be no peace on earth until Israel is in its rightful position, ruling the earth. And until that time, it's not going to be nothing but war, death, pestilence, famine, destruction, bloodshed, and all sorts of plagues and abominable things on this earth until the righteous rulers of this earth is put into their rightful place as kings. Okay? And we're coming to the time in which the consummation of times is now, and it's a process and a season in which there will be a transition of rulership, and it will be a violent transition. Okay, and we know this, and you should know this. There ain't gonna be no damn peace. And when they begin speaking of peace and safety, they're coming with that destruction. Okay, and that's prophesied. So we're gonna get into this, man. And I hope this be edifying. I'm going to try to run through this as quick as I can. I would hate to two-part this, but I also know that Jake has a short attention span, so I'm going to try to get this done in a decent amount of time. We're going to be going over a lot of precepts and a lot of scripture. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. There's a time to love, and there's a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, man. And that's one thing that people need to understand in general. Everything is in seasons. There's a time to love, to I'm not gonna say love your neighbor or hate your neighbor, because you're supposed to love your neighbor, but that's pertaining to Israelites, you know. But when it comes to these other nations, man, it's a time to be at peace with them, and it's a time to go to war with them. It's a time to hate them, man. Didn't King David say that he hates those who disobey Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? He hates those who hate him. Yeah, you're supposed to hate the lawless. You're not supposed to love every damn body, man. Okay, let's go to Luke chapter 22, verse 36. Okay, then he said unto them, this is Yahweh Shai. Okay, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Man, Yahweh Shai is telling you people, man, get a sword. Get some weaponry. The modern day sword is a pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, you know, a machete, whatever it may be, you know, a weapon, okay? Because it is not the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for you to be led to the slaughter and be put to death by the hands of the wicked. Have some common sense, man. Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring his Ruach HaKodesh to raise up spiritual powers within his men in these times to come. But also, man, have some sense. Even the angels have swords. You know? Well, actually, when you go into the book of Enoch, it's the angels that taught men how to fashion them. You know? And the swords will not be put down until Yahweh Shai is on his throne on earth, man. And Israel is in leadership. So best believe the sword is about to be bathed out here, man. There's going to be blood. There's going to be bloodbaths out here, man. Straight up. What side of that are you going to, or do you plan to be on? You know, there comes a time where you got to man up, man, and do what you got to do, man. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to make Jake man up and do what he got to do and handle his business. You know, this plantation Christianity and this westernization has made the black man, the so-called black man, a straight pussycat, man. Just y'all be acting like some suckers, man. You know? Jake, you know, if one Israelite would step on another Israelite shoe, they ready to kill each other over it. This Willie Lynch, and man, the psychological damage that has been manifested within the black community, the so-called black community, the Israelite community, is real, man. You know what I'm saying? They ready to kill you for stepping on their shoes, or you know, even though it's wicked, you know, looking at the woman or whatever the case may be, they're ready to put you to death for that. But you know, Esau can come out and smoke your brother on the streets, man. And what they do, bring out their camera phones and say, oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's, you know, that's racist, man. What are you really going to do about it? You've been taught to hate yourself, but you won't even ride on your enemy. And there's a time and a place, and there's a period in which you're going to be able to do that. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to let you touch your enemy. But how many of you all are preparing for that and ready for that? And of course, the preparedness and readiness for it is first and foremost in the faith, and in the belief and the obedience to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. For it is not your sword that delivers you, but it is Him who delivers your enemies unto your sword. Even King David knew this, okay? But nonetheless, man, Yahweh Shai Mashiach told us to obtain swords. Get your hammers, dog. Get your guns, man. You know? It's like I want to show y'all the deal for real, like where I'm at with it, but it's like I gotta be wise too. Well, we can talk about it, you know. I might throw, I don't know, man. Because on the same note, I don't give a damn either. I'm not fearful of Esau. But nonetheless, man, if you can get you a firearm, get a firearm. Esau has given most of you jakes $1,200. There's no reason why you couldn't take half of that and get yourself a firearm. Why are you playing? The enemy's about to come down on you. The enemy's about to kick in your door and rip your children from you. The enemy's about to come down on you, man. And a lot of these stupid ass jakes, look, they got the stimulus check. They made sure they spent $200 on a pair of Jordans, but they won't spend $250 on a pistol, or spend $400 or $500 on a rifle. You're getting the stimulus check. You're getting the unemployment. Okay, this is your chance to get your arms up, because guess what? Esau is. Let's believe your enemy is. Oh yeah, in particular, Israelites are too, man, such as myself. Mag-fed, automatic 12 gauges, bull pups, AR-10s, 308. You understand? M80 ammo, AK-47s. You know, Glock 2010 mils, 45 1911s, level 4 ceramics, level 3 plus AR 500, MIG plates, MIG helmets, plate carriers. Got a couple Tramontina Brazilian machetes. Come on, man. This is what you need to be. This is what y'all need to be getting on. Not to spoil your brother. Not to rob, steal, and kill and plunder one another. But to be prepared. So when the enemy come down on you, you have a fighting chance. Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai will deliver you supernaturally if it need be so, but he also wants you to do things in good faith in him. Okay? That's like picking up a baby and walking the baby, but the baby know how to walk. There comes a certain point when you have a child, you want your child to stand the hell up on their own 2 feet and walk to you. Okay? In good faith that if that child fall, of course you'll pick your baby up if he fall. But nonetheless, man, you want him to stand on his damn 2 feet and handle his business. You just need to get on and start getting prepared to handle your business, man. Because guess what? Your enemies, all these nations around the world, they're getting ready to handle their business on your ass. And what you gonna do about it? They're ready to spoil your woman, spoil your children, rip your children from you, throw them in these FEMA camps, put them in the paddy wagon. Esau's ready to come down on Jake, man, and you people playing. Yeah, we're gonna wait on Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah, granted, but what are the things that need to transpire before he get here? Okay? Hard times, tribulation. Don't be a dumbass. Okay? I'm trying to tell people, and some people are just in that spirit of, you know, and Yahweh Shai is gonna protect certain people supernaturally who might not have a means for weaponry or might not be their lot for that, you know, but nonetheless, man, men of Israel, you need to arm yourself up, man. You need to arm yourself up, and a lot of men of Israel are. But not only did you arm yourself up physically in a carnal level, but you need to do it spiritually first and foremost. And honestly, I believe a lot more Israelite men need to get on that aspect. They might have the weaponry, they might have the swords, you know, the firearms or whatever, but they not in the right mind with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man, and it's truth, and they don't understand the prophecies. You need both. It is spiritual and carnal. And it's carnal because we live in the carnal realm. But you got to implement your spirituality within this carnal realm. You understand, to succeed. You understand? Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16, verse 40. Why did Yahweh Shai say, if you have no sword, sell your garments, sell your clothes if you got to, and buy one, man. And buy a damn firearm, man. This is why. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Get ready to battle, man. Get ready to fight. Okay? And those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. We're going to have to leave our houses, man. We're going to have to forsake it all. When this economy crashes and everything goes to all hell breaking loose and all shit hitting the fan, pardon my language, but you know, SHTF, and Esau's coming down doing door-to-door mandatory vaccines that's going to be accompanied by a mandatory RFID chip. You might be on the run. You might be on the move. We're going to have to join. We're going to have to come together. We got to, man. Oh, my goodness, man. You brothers need to get ready, man. It's about to get real. It's about to really get real out here, man. Like a time like never before. Okay? And all those who are wicked amongst our people, they will bow down to the slaughter. They're going to get destroyed. But all you men who are in the truth, who understand these prophecies in the scriptures, man, get ready for battle, man. And get ready to be on the move out here. Just like how in the days of Moshe, in the days of Moses, man, with Joshua and Caleb, man, they were in the wilderness. Okay? And guess what? Yahweh Shai was handing them people to overcome, nations to overcome, lands to overcome. He was with them. Yeah, it was supernatural in many instances, and in the root of it all, it was supernatural. But all they had to do was serve Yahweh Shai, and they was putting their enemies to the sword, man. Those times are coming. Those times are coming, man. As a pilgrim among the earth, you're going to have to really have solid faith in Yahweh Shai, serving the best you can, and be prepared to overcome your enemies. And in this video, we're going to talk about the rudiments of war. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, it's not primarily for the woman at all, because a woman cannot handle certain things, you know, to put to death every single male, to keep the virgins as concubines and servants, to put to death every woman who has known a man. who has not her hymen, to put to death every male, child or old, to overcome the tactics of war. You understand? This is scriptural. It's in the scriptures. We're gonna get right into it. You're gonna learn how to go to war, Jake. You're gonna learn how to go to war in this video. You understand? And we're gonna keep it to the law. You feel me? We're gonna talk about this because ain't none of you Israelites talking about this, man. You're acting like when all hell break loose, and it's gonna happen, but there's more to it, man. But y'all acting like when all hell break loose, every Israelite or certain Israelite, well, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. It is gonna happen, but there's more to it. Like I said, you acting like everyone's just gonna get superpowers and just be able to overcome the enemy with superpowers. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm not speaking against it, man, but it's more to it, bruh. King David had superpowers, damn it, but he had a sword. He had weaponry. His mighty men had powers, man. One of his mighty men put over 800 men to death with a staff. Yeah, they all had the power. Samson had the power, but damn it, he picked up a jawbone of an ass, of a donkey, and slaughtered thousands with it. King David killed 18,000 men in the Valley of Salt, man. Damn it, but he didn't do it with supernatural powers, man. I mean, with supernatural powers alone. He had a sword. He had a weapon. Stop being stupid, man. Get your ass a machete. Get your ass where your Bowie knives at? Where your rifles at? Where your choppers at, man? Where your hammers at? Don't be stupid, man. Don't be dumb, man. Don't be a dumbass. When you go swimming, you wear swimming trunks, right? When it rains, you bring an umbrella outside, right? You dress for the occasion, right? When it's hot outside, you wear shorts, right? When it's cold outside, you wear a coat, right? So when it's time to go to war, you gird yourself up and you get your ammo and your choppers, your hammers, you get everything ready for that occasion, man. Okay? Let's go to Exodus chapter 15, verse 2 through 4. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I'll prepare him an habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is his name. Okay? I repeat, the Lord is a man of war. War. When you sit back and meditate on everything that exists, you find harmony and balance through the basic principality of war. In everything in nature, everything has prey and predator. The sun is at war with the light is at war with the darkness between the sun and the lesser light in the night, being the moon. The water gets evaporated by the air. It can also be dissolved. It can also be put in evaporation by fire. The fire can be put out by the water. You understand? It's a perpetuality of war. Everything is overtaken by something else, and it calls a perpetual balance. War. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a man of war. I know that's a little, it's a deeper concept, but I pray y'all can understand it and receive it, man. It's not going to be no harmony and peace until Yahweh Shai Mashiach come back and is on his throne, man. And until the elect 144,000 are on their thrones, man. Ain't gonna be no damn peace, man. Why? Because there ain't no peace for the wicked, and this world has been given to the hands of the wicked, man. It's time to man up. Okay? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts has he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is all about that warfare, man. And he loved his soldiers. Wasn't King David a man of war? Man, King David killed so many people, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai told him he couldn't build the temple, man. He said, your son will build the temple. Solomon built the temple. You understand? Because King David's hands were too bloody. But was not King David's heart after the heart of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? Indeed. Because King David was a man of war, man. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 25. But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children. Indeed, man. So it's not just it's just the spiritual aspect of it is to know and to have faith that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai will deliver you, man. Okay? He will contend with them who contend with you. You understand? If he's dealing with you like that, he's going to do many supernatural things in these times, yo. Many, many, many supernatural things in these times, yo. He will deliver the slaughter to your sword. He will do it. He will deliver your enemies unto you, man. Put them under your feet. Okay? And that's going to happen. Especially concerning the tribe and the tabernacles of Esau, Edom. That's Ezekiel 25:14. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to execute his vengeance on Esau, Edom through the children of Judah, through the sons of Judah. That got to come to pass, man. So what does that sound like to you? War. It's going to be time to get it in a minute, man. Get it in or bow down and get put to death by your enemy. At least if you're going to die like a fucking man. Part of my language, man. Die like a man. If it be the Lord's will that he takes you out of this place, man. Go out like a man. All this, be at peace, love your enemy and all that other bullshit, man. You Israelites are crazy, man. That's that Christian plantation doctrine, man. That ain't what this Bible is about. Our forefathers were men of war, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots, and the people more than thou, be not afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is with thee. He's with you. Okay? Which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So when you see these M-raps and tanks, that's what a lot of Jakes be talking about. Oh, you can't fight this war carnally because Esau got tanks and he got M-raps and he got missiles and he got this and he got that. Man, do you understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushua does not like that attitude, man? That's some bitch ass shit for real. Don't worry about their chariots. Don't worry about their horses. Don't worry about their tanks. Don't worry about their M-raps. Don't worry about what they got, man. You overcome your enemy one battle at a time and increase your numbers. I'm going to tell you Jakes, how to go to war in this one, man. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all how to go to war with your enemy. Scripturally. Okay? Whether it be taking a ride to the suburbs and spoiling the people in the suburb, whether it be a battle between some racist supremacists that want that smoke with you, what to do with them, whether it even be Esau's military, which is the race war. That's how he's going to come down on Jake, with his military, how to deal with them. Okay? And one of the biggest parts of it is going to be unity under one consent under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You understand? In that day and time. Let's go to Numbers chapter 14, verse 9. Only rebel not ye against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, neither fear ye the people of the land. I repeat, neither fear ye the people of the land. Don't fear these devils, man. You scared of, man. What they got, you can get. If you were smart enough to obtain it, you're getting the money for it. Don't be a dumbass, man. It says their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. Yahweh Shem Yahushua will deliver them to your sword, man. One battle at a time, man. He put a small troop to death, right? You and a couple Akim. And you run up and take that. You know what a good movie to watch is? To understand the art of war. Even though some aspects of it I don't like. I didn't watch the whole movie through. But I've heard that it was some off things about that movie towards the end with Idris Elba, what's the name of that movie, man? The Beast of No Nation or some shit like that. It's called Beast of No Nation. And it was about a rebellion in Africa, man. And they was doing ambush style warfare. Guerrilla ambush style warfare. Watch that movie, man. Beast of No Nation. I think it's on Netflix. But I believe Idris Elba, who was like the leader and the captain towards the end of the movie, not what I've seen, but people told me that he was doing some immoral things to them little boys that was up under him, man, raping them and shit like that. So I don't agree with none of that. Hollywood had to throw some old bullshit up in there with a Israelite face on it. But nonetheless, man, it was ambushing in rebellion. Okay, you overcome one of these small troops. You take their weaponry. That shit's yours now. Yeah, you take your enemy's stuff. You take their woman. You take their guns. You take their bullets. You take their food. You take their water. You understand? It's an art to this, man. This is the spirit you Jake need to be in. I meditate on these things all the time. You know, if Esau want to play, because Esau's going to do this, start running through the black communities in his little bands of Dodge Rams and F-150s with their AR-15s in their clan, blackface Ku Klux Klan and their hoods, the Ku Klux Klan pointed hoods and all that. They want to come through like that. Man, you engage them, man. You put them to death, pat their pockets, find their wallets. Not for no money. The hell with that money. Not that even money will be a thing in that time. But you're not patting their pockets for their money. You're patting their pockets for an ID. Where did this dude live? Where did these men live at after you put them to death? Okay? Pat their pockets, figure out where they live at. And then go to their house and spoil their houses. Put their wives to death. Take their daughters. Yeah, this is what it is, Slim. Shave their heads. Pare their nails, man. They're servants now. They're concubines now. They're servants now. That's war. Tie the wife up. Bitch, where's the food? Where's the water? Where's the stash? Where's the guns? Where's the ammo? Torture. Methods of torture bows the head. That's in the book of Sirach. Various tortures bow the head. Yeah. That's what you do. Burn a fucking house down when you're done with it. Man, that's how you go to war, man. You should be meditating on these war tactics. Because it's about to be open season on Jake's ass. And Jake is bent over. The nation of Israel is bent over at a disadvantage right now. Okay? Throughout all the lands we are scattered. And you're going to have to man the fuck up, gird your loins, and fight, man. Or bow the head and get put to death like a sucker, like a bitch. Like a bitch. We men. We ain't no damn woman. We men. So you'll put your brother to death, but you ain't about that warfare with your enemies and with these heathens, man. Where your heart at? Where your spirit at, man? And I know a lot of Akib not gonna like this. And guess what? I'm gonna cut you over this damn scripture. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't got time to go back and forth with you. I'm gonna cut you with the scripture because this Bible, this book, these scriptures, even the non-canon, it's a war book, man. It's a war scroll. It's a war scroll. You ain't know? We about to find out. But number 14:9 said, "Neither fear the people of the land, for they are bread for us." What does that mean? It says, "Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear the people of the land, for they are bread for us." Because they are spoiled, man. How about Shimi Hawashai gonna give you their shit? He gonna give you their heads. But you gotta cut it off, buddy. You can put a plate of food in front of your child, but you're not, when your child hits a certain age, you're not gonna scoop up the mashed potatoes and just spoon feed them. No. You're gonna give them the silverware, and they're gonna utilize the tools in front of them to cut that food up and put it in their own damn mouths. But it is you who provided the food for them. You see what I'm saying? Spiritually, the same thing, man. It says, "Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not, man." We Yahawa's chosen people. We his chosen men. Yahawa's said he's going to build up the tabernacle of David. Now he's going to rise up Malak Dawadah, King David again in these end times. You understand? You think King David going to be risen up in peace? You think some peaceful shit going on? Nah, man. King David was a patriarch of war, man. And his mighty men are going to be men of war, just like of old. What you think it is? What you think it's going to be out here, man? Come on, man. Even the prophets, man. Even when the Roman centurions came for Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man, Peter wasn't sitting there bowing the head, man. Peter picked up his sword and was ready to draw blood. The only reason why that couldn't happen is because Adonai, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, was sacrificing himself, man, for the atonement of Israel's sins. Okay? That had to be done. Okay? But nonetheless, if you compare that to today's day and time, man, Yahweh Shah was rolling with brothers who were strapped. You understand? Peter was strapped with that thing, man. If it was year 2020, man, everybody would have had choppers and pistols. Teaching the gospel, man. Everybody was playing. Peter wasn't playing. Come on, bro. Why did Peter walk with his sword? To put down your enemy if they come up against you, man. It's common sense. It's common sense, man. Okay, let's go to Joshua chapter 11, verse 4 through 20. And they went out, they and all their hosts with them, much people, even as the sand that is upon the seashore, a multitude, with horses and chariots, very many. And when all these kings were met together, they came and pitched together at the waters of Moram to fight against Israel. Okay? So they came with a multitude like the sea, man, the sand of the sea, bruh, to fight against Israel, man. Okay? And the Lord said unto Joshua, be not afraid because of them. So when Esau starts rolling through with his tanks and his MRAPs and his troops to start kicking down doors and making war against Israel, because the enemy is about to make war against Jacob. Hello. Okay? Where the Lord said, be not afraid because of them. Okay? For tomorrow about this time will I deliver them up, all slain before Israel. Thou shalt hold their horses and burn their chariots with fire. So Joshua came and all the people of war with him. They didn't go up there with just spiritual powers, man. They went up there with weaponry, dog. First of all, even though they didn't need it, because Yahweh delivered to slaughter. But nonetheless, you know, they had their weaponry. There was people of war. Against them by the waters of Moram suddenly, and they fell upon them. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of Israel, who smote them and chased them unto great Zidon and unto Misrephothmaim. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. And unto Misrephothmaim and unto the valley of Mizpeh eastward, and they smote them until they left them none remaining. Joshua and his men of war destroyed those people, man, who were numbered as the sands of the seashore, dude. A multitude. They didn't bitch up. They weren't scared. War is an act of faith, man. To engage your enemy and know that all you have is Yahweh Shai and his protection. That's faith. That adrenaline gets to pumping, and that spirit, that war spirit come upon you, man, and then you start doing some supernatural things. How else did like King David kill 18,000 Assyrians in the Valley of Salt? How else did Samson kill all them Philistines with the jawbone of an ass? The spirit came on him, that war spirit. Okay? So Yahweh Shai will empower you, but you gotta be willing to fight. You can't bitch up. You understand? And that's what a lot of these dudes are teaching, to basically bitch up and just wait for the, you know, I mean, you're supposed to wait for Yahweh Shai, but come on, man, it's all like, don't be simple, like, don't be that simple minded, man. Joshua and his camp, yeah, they waited on Yahweh Shai as well, but they also engaged the enemy in good faith of Yahweh Shai. That is faith. And they destroyed them. Okay? And the Lord delivered them into the hand of Israel, who smote them and chased them unto great Zidon and unto Misrephothmaim. I can't pronounce this shit right here. That. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Man, at the end of the day, Israel crushed them, dog. You understand? And left none remaining. None remaining. Okay? And Joshua did unto them as the Lord bade him. He held the horses and burnt their chariots with fire. And Joshua at that time turned back and took Hazor and smote the king thereof with the sword. He smote the king with the sword. Hello? Like, if this was 2020, let's just say if it was today, Joshua took the hammer and blew his brains out, per se. He killed the king, man, with the sword. For Hazor before time was the head of all those kingdoms. You take out the king, man. And they smote all the souls that were. Let me remove this. Come on, man. This thing is in the way. And they smote all the souls that were therein with the edge of the sword. With what? The edge of the sword. With the edge of the sword. You understand? War. This is war. Utterly destroying them. There was not any left to breathe. And he burnt Hazor with fire, man. Lit his ass up with fire and burnt him. Yeah. That's how we get down. That's war. And all the cities of those kings and all the kings of them did Joshua take and smote them with the edge of the sword. And all the cities of those kings and all the kings of them did Joshua take and smote them with the edge of the sword. And he utterly destroyed them, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded. Call Halom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. No suckers. No sucker shit. You understand? Put them to death, man. Put your enemy to death, man. They don't serve the Lord. You serve the Lord, man. Fuck them. And they're going to come to you with the dramas? They have some nerve. Break their ass off. It's time to stop acting like a bitch, Israel. Part of my language, but I'm just keeping it real on this one. I got to slide the rubber off on this one, man. It's the raw Hebrew. Stop acting like a bitch, Israel. Get ready to fight. It's not the season to bow the head. It's the season to fight your enemy. But you'll fight a brother, though. That's all you see on World Star Hip Hop. Yeah, Jake love fighting each other. But they ain't finna go to war against their enemy, man. But as for the cities that stood still in their strength, Israel burned none of them, save Hazar only. That did Joshua burn. So all the cities that stood still was like, all right, we don't want no smoke. They became tributaries, man. Yeah. They lost control. Israel took over their land. And they became tributaries to Israel. What's a tributary? It's like right now in North America, okay? The citizens are tributaries to the U.S. government. You understand? To the Federal Reserve. When it comes to receiving credit, when it comes to interest rates, when it comes to when you work, you got to pay taxes. You're a tributary to the system. Okay? Just to give y'all some understanding. And all the spoil of these cities and the cattle, the children of Israel took for a prey unto themselves. Take they shit. Take it. But every man they smote with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them. Neither left any to breathe. You kill every man. You kill every male. Anything that has a rod between its legs of the nationality of your enemy, you put them to death. Baby, teenager, young man, grown man, old man, put them to death, man. Because that's the strength of a nation. The men are the strength of a nation. If you eradicate the men, and all there's a bunch of women, you got the nation. You got it. There's no fighting. Okay? There's no fighting it. This is the rudiments of war. This is the reason why I'm reading y'all this. So y'all can have an understanding of the Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai we truly serve in our forefathers, man. Y'all need to know this. See, the church, the Christian church, Pastor T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, they're not going to tell you this, man. And a lot of these Israelite camps not even going to teach you this. They're not even going to teach you this, man. They teach you to get ready to bow your head to your enemy. And just pray for spiritual powers. Yeah, I want spiritual powers too, damn it. But I got some physical sword work and I ain't afraid to swing my swords. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to engage my enemy. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes if I think about it too hard, but that's not what Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai want us to do. But sometimes you think about it too hard, it can make you be like, damn, I don't know. You know, it can be a little fearful because you know the enemy gonna come down with great wrath. But man, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai wants you to have faith in him. You understand that he's gonna deliver your enemy at your feet, man. He's gonna do that. Okay? So all the men who put to death, neither left there any to breathe, man. This is war. That's why I said this is not for women, because this ain't. Women can't stomach this. Y'all can't handle the brutality of war. It ain't for you. It ain't. Even though Esau left, these women in this military, it ain't for them, bruh. It ain't for them, y'all. It ain't. Okay? As the Lord commanded Moses his servant, so did Moses command Joshua, and so did Joshua. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. So the Lord told Moses to do this, and Moses told Joshua to do these things. Why? Because what we read in the book of Exodus, the Lord Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is a God of war, man. You understand? And we the battle axe of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We're going to get to that. Let's continue. Verse 16. So Joshua took all that land, the hills, and all the south country, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, and the mountain of Israel, and the valley of the same, even from the Mount Halak that goeth up to Seir, that's Esau's territory, even unto Balgad, in the valley of Lebanon, under the Mount Hermon, and all their kings he took and smote them. He put them to death, man, and slew them. Put their ass to death, man. No sucker shit. No sucker shit. And it was the will of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Verse 18, Joshua made war a long time with those kings, man. Yeah, plotting, planning, slaughtering your enemy, engaging your enemy, taking the virgins, taking the women. Yeah, taking the cattle, taking everything they got. It's ours now. See, our people are takers, man, but we've been taught to take and hate each other and take amongst each other, man. It's time to get your mind right, Israel. So-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. It's time to bring your numbers together and get ready to fight and spoil your enemies. Yep. Verse 19, there was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel, save the Hivites, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All others they took in battle. For it was of the Lord to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, that he might destroy them utterly. Destroy them utterly like how? Putting all the men to death. Once you put all the men to death and eradicate the men, there is no nation. It's destroyed. The lead is just through the men. And the power to fight is through the men. All these women do is just what's the one I'm looking for? They have hypergamous, man. They just what's the one I'm looking for? I can't think of it. They adjust to the new way of things. You feel me? Like when Esau took our forefathers over here into slavery, and Esau made the child support system, the family court system, you know, gave them feminists, you know, they just adjusted to it. You feel me? That's what these women do. They just adjust to the new order of things, you know, because they know they're going to die if they don't, you know. That's why you got these swirlers now. You know, a lot of Jake be trying to make sense of it. Man, why are women sleeping with the enemy? Why? Because he's in power. That's what women do. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua don't really deal with them collectively. He deal with the men. Because women are flaky. They hypergamous by nature. They go with the power. Whether it be wicked or righteous, it don't matter. They go with whoever's in power because they want the best for themselves. You understand? That's just how that's how they are. Okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to put Jacob in power very shortly. We're going to take the kingdom with the sword. You feel me? Okay, now let's continue. Verse 17. Nope, we had verse 19. Nope, we had verse 20. For it was the Lord to harden their hearts. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hardened the hearts of all these other nations, okay? That they should come against Israel in battle, that he might destroy them utterly, and that they might have no favor, but that he might destroy them as the Lord commanded Moses. Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua could have, you know, opened up the mouth of the earth and swallowed up these nations. He could have brought fire down from heaven and just burnt them all up. He could, and he did that through Elijah. You know, he could have did some supernatural things, but he used his men, the nation of Israel, okay, to destroy these other nations and put them in check. This is black history, baby. This is the history of your forefathers, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, African Americans, and Hispanics. This your forefathers' history, man. We went to war like this. Okay? So Esau don't want you to come back to this way of thinking, because it's going to be over for him. Once you come out to your power, it's over for all the nations. And it's going to be over for all the nations, because they're all going into captivity. We are going to take over this world from the four corners, man. We are going to, yeah, it's going down. We're going to get further into that. I might have to two-part this video, because this might be a little long. We're still like at the beginning of the scriptures, you know? But let's continue. Let's jump over to Numbers chapter 31, verse 1 through 18. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm. Whoa. What did he say? What did Moses tell the people? Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. Moses said, arm yourselves, niggas. Get your swords, get your armor, let's go to war. It's time. It's time. That's what Moses said. He didn't say go over there and let's come to an agreement with these. Nah, fuck them. It's time to go to war, baby. Get your swords, get your armor, gird your loins. Let's go. That's what Moses told the people. Okay? Verse 4. Of every tribe, 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. If we can get 12,000 Jakes, man, it's millions of us. But real shit, if we could get 12,000 Israelites in North America alone, I'm gonna put it like this: we can get 12,000 Israelites in every state within North America. Okay, 12. Let's just say this: 12,000 is 50 states. 12,000 in each state. We can overtake the country. You can overtake the country, dog. If y'all was in unity and really was moving on some boss shit, because look how bad the Black Panther Party had Esau shook up. He had to lock all the brothers up and kill the two main leaders, Huey P. Newton and Fred Hampton. He had to get them out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau was shook. And the Black Panther, it wasn't, I mean, it was a huge thing, but it wasn't thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands, 12,000. You know, it might have been 12,000 nationwide, but let's say it was 12,000 per state, man. You can overcome your enemy. And how about Shah is going to do something similar to that? It's going to be the 144,000 around the world. You feel me? So it's going to go down, y'all. But Moses told the people to arm themselves and get ready to go to war, man. Took 1,000 out of every tribe, okay? And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, to the war, with holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites, as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. And when I was saying this earlier, and I know some women that's listening, they're like, oh no, that's so wrong. You're just going to kill all the babies? You're just going to kill all the men? Yep. You're damn skippy. And they slew all the males. That's how you go to war, man. Kill all the men. Kill all the teenage boys. The adolescent boys. Kill all the young boys. Kill all the baby boys. Put them to fucking death. It's not about emotions. In war, you have to be emotionless. It's not about your feelings. That's why I said this is not for women. This is for the men. Okay? Yahweh told Moses to do this. Slew all the males, killed all the males. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you go to war. And they slew the kings of Midian, besides the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem and Zor and Hur and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam, also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel, here we go. I love this part. In verse 9, and the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flocks and all their goods. That's war. Okay? Man, that's beautiful. That's the reward of war. That's the whole reward of the shit. You take your enemy's woman, okay? And you take your enemy's shit. It all becomes yours. You don't just go to war and just, kill your enemy and just depart. No. You get the woman, buddy. You get all the women. You get all the food. You get all the cattle. Everything is yours, okay? Yahweh handed this over to the nation of Israel. Let's continue. And guess what? If you're a female and you don't like that, it don't matter, man. That's why I said this ain't for a woman. It's going to hurt your feelings. That's what Esau did to us. Took our woman and fucked us up, man. And to this day, he's still taking our woman. Our women are going willingly. The daughters of Zion willingly deal with these Edomites, man. Oh, man. But let's continue. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. Burn that shit down. Yep. And they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth. Moses was pissed off, right? He was angry with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. So Moses got angry. So they coming back with all these women, all this cattle, all the silver, gold, everything of the enemy. And it was a lot, bro. These are nations, kingdoms they've overtaken. Okay? Moses was pissed off when they came back. Let's see why. And Moses said unto them, have you saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Woo! Now therefore kill every male among the little ones. There we go. See, I was telling y'all, man. See, it sounds harsh. This is the truth. This is the way. We all prophesying about the kingdom, about what's to come, tribulation, Jacob's trouble. But ain't nobody prophesying about how to go to war with your enemy, man. And the raw Hebrew gonna go ahead and bring it. This might give me a strike and get my channel removed. So get it while it's hot, man. Told you I'm gonna pull the rubber off on this one, man. Raw, baby. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that have known man by lying with them. If she had no hymen, then buy them. Bye-bye. Off with your head. Oh, your little sons, your little babies, to death. Put to death. Period. No emotions. No love. No kindness. Death. Bloodshed. Take their fucking heads off. Be a man. Man up. Most of you Israelites are pussy, man. You some bitches, man. It's time to man the fuck up, man. Pardon my language, but I'm really feeling this way. It's time to man the hell up. Are you willing to do that? You Akim, y'all willing to do that to your enemy? Because I believe in Psalms it says, happy will he be who dashed the baby's heads against the stones. This is what the men of the Lord are going to be doing, man. Stop playing. Okay? Verse 18. But all the women, children, that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Slim? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. According to until Yahweh Shemi Habashai through Moses, okay? Yeah, that's what's going down. But all the women, children, that have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Yeah, them are your concubines. Cut their hair, shave their head, and cut their nails. 30 days, baby, and we're going to get into that. Let's go to Numbers chapter 31, verse 31 to 35. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. Didn't I just say the Lord commanded this? This the God you serve, dog. Because our God is the God of war, right? This is war. This is war. Meditate on these things, man. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had fought, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep. 675,000 sheep, and 12,000 beeves, and 1,000 asses. So that's a score is 20. So that's 61,000 donkeys. Yes, man. 12,000 beeves. So that's 60 plus 12. That's 72,000 beeves, and 32,000 persons in all of women that had not known man by lying with them. They came back. They had 32,000 virgins, dude. 32,000. 32. Okay? 32. Not just 32. 32,000 virgins. That's the spoils, baby. That's the spoils of war, man. And it's lawful. And it's lawful. So you women, I know you women like, oh, the fuck? Yeah, that's what it is, though. And guess what? Esau's going to do the same thing to you. Esau's going to do that to you woman. When he comes to your project and forces vaccination, and forces you into a paddy wagon to take you to a FEMA camp. He going to do it to you, so you pick your side. You going to rock with Israel, or you going to let your enemy spoil you, man? Fuck your feelings. You feel me? Because Esau going to come and rape and destroy your children. He going to come and rape and destroy you. You understand? So which side you on? Because guess what? YARSHRAHLA already got the victory. We got this. So, I mean, if I was you, I'd just rock with your men. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we don't care about the validation or the emotions of women here. And we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10 through 14. This is the law pertaining to taking women in war. Y'all, this is the law. Let me say it slow. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10 through 14. This is Torah. This is law. This is the holy law pertaining to taking women. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? In this gynocentric matriarchal world, this is the law pertaining to taking women in warfare, okay? So if your brothers don't know, this is how you do it lawfully. This is how you do it. There's the right way and the wrong way. Esau's gonna come and he's gonna kill. He's gonna put men to death. And he's gonna immediately start raping and prostituting and doing all this with the women. No. That's wickedness. It's a righteous way to do it, and we're gonna talk about that righteous way. Okay. Now, like I said, this is for the men. I try to warn you, women, but you wanted to, listen in, and you wanted to be edified. So here goes your edification. Okay. I know y'all don't like it, but hey, it is what it is. Deuteronomy 21, 10 through 14. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord thy God hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captives, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman. So when you go to war, right, and Yahweh Shemi Habashai delivers your enemy into your hands, You take them captive. You put all the men to death. We already went through this. All the young men, the babies, the teenagers, the old men, the middle-aged men, it don't matter. Put them to death. They gotta rot, they gotta die, man. Okay? Period. We went through this already. If you got a problem with it, I don't give a damn. No one cares. We're not dealing with emotions right now. We're dealing with scripture, and I'm telling y'all how to go to war, okay? Okay, and guess what? You see amongst the captives a beautiful woman, okay? You're like, damn, she fine. And you have a desire to go into her. You have a desire to, she gives you a hard on when you look at her like, damn, this chick fine. And thou wouldst have her to thy wife. So you done destroyed your enemy, you know, put all the men to death. Anything with a rod, with a penis, you put to death. And then you're tying up the woman, you're about to take the woman, okay? And you're looking at one, every step she takes, she all crying and moping and sobbing because you done killed her brothers, her uncles, her father. You know, she's just depressed. She's going through it. And you just looking at her like, damn, that ass sitting right. Damn, that joint jiggling with every step. She fine, man. Guess what? You can have that bitch, man. You can have that woman. That's yours, okay? And you have a desire unto her, and thou wouldst have her to thy wife. Verse 12, here's the stipulations. Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails. Get some scissors, buddy. Get some razors. Cut that bitch bald, man. Cut all her hair off. Cut it off, all of it. And clip her nails. She's growing her nails all painted, man. You take that paint off, you clip them nails down to the cuticles, down even, not to the cuticles, but you know, clip them nails down, man. Humble her ass. Guess what? You might have thought you was fine and thought you was the shit, you know, in your community. But we done killed all the men in your community, and you about to be humbled. You ain't shit over here, because a woman's glory is her hair. You remove her glory from her. You remove that far from her. Take her glory, humble her. Okay, bring her back down to earth. Bring her back down to earth to absorb what is going on in her life. Okay, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off of her, and she shall remain in their house. So whatever clothes she might have had on, you feel me? When you capture her, you rip that shit off of her, man. Rip it off of her and give her some garments to put on. Or if you want, keep her ass naked. There's something to look at. I mean, it's on you. It's on you, brothers. However you want to do it. You know, that you want to look at her, cool. We men, we like looking at women. You know? You know, a lot of women don't, you know, they'll be like, oh my God, this is sick. I can't stomach it. But y'all be out here dressed half naked wearing leggings because y'all know men like to look at you. See, but you don't mind men looking at you when it's beneficial to you obtaining the resources from these men based on their sexual desires. But when it comes by the force of the sword and oppression, oh, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. Nah. Man, it is what it is. So she shall take off the raiment of her captivity, okay, and shall remain in thine house, and be well for her father and her mother a full month. You got to get this a whole month, man, to be well her father and her mom, because you know her mother didn't have a hymen, so she got put to death too. You know, you got to give her time to mentally absorb the changes that you have brought into her life by destroying everything she knows and loves, man. You gotta let this bitch cry it out, man. You gotta let her cry. You gotta let her, you know, go through her emotional thing for a month. 30 to 31 days, man. Get that whole 30 days, man. Give her a month, man. You know? And after that, thou shalt go in unto her and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. So after you give her 30 days to get the fuck over, you know, you destroying her whole reality, you know, go up in her, man. Bust that hymen. Make it bleed, bro. Tear her ass up, man. That's your wife, man. Break her ass off, man. Make her call you daddy. Like, I'm your daddy now. Beat that ass up. It's yours. It's yours. We don't care about what you women feel about it. We don't care about what you simps feel about it. This is the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Fuck your feelings. This is the law, okay? And it shall be, verse 14, and it shall be, if thou have no delight in her, so she start getting on your nerves, she's being a demon, which is common amongst these women, then thou shalt let her go whither she will. Let her ass go, man. Fuck her, man. She just, you know, you popped her, so, you know, let her go. But thou shalt not sell her at all for money, but we're not going to sell them, bro. Thou shalt not make merchandise of her. You can't sell her, don't prostitute her. Don't prostitute her, and don't sell her. You understand? Because thou hast humbled her, because you bust her hymen, man. Just let her go. Let her live her life. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. One less mouth to feed. Yeah, so she's not in order. Let her ass go. Just cut her off. Let her go, man. You know? Maybe another simp maybe a simp might try to take care of her. Who knows, man? But yeah, that's the law pertaining to these women in warfare, y'all. Know these laws. I need to know these laws, man. Okay? Cut my car off. All right. Now let's go to Numbers chapter 31, verse 48 through 49. This is the same war we were just talking about against the Midianites, okay, with Moses, Joshua, and Caleb, and Eliezer. And the officers, which were over thousands of hosts, Salakia, and the officers, which were over thousands of the host, the captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses. And they said unto Moses, thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one of us. So throughout all the wars they was going through, throughout all the kingdoms they were taking over that were nearby, not one Israelite perished. Not one Israelite died. Not one Israelite was a casualty of war. Call Halom Yahweh Shai. Isn't that a mighty and great God that we serve, man? The Elohim of YARSHRAHLA. Call Halom Yahweh Shai, man. That's beautiful, man. Yahweh Shai was with them. Now let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1 through 17, because we understand that this ain't for everybody, man. This ain't for everybody. Not every male of YARSHRAHLA is about that life. You understand? They are not called to battle. They are not called for combat. They're not called for this kind of thing, man. And that's cool. You just don't get the glory. You understand? You don't get the glory of being a warrior, man, a foot soldier for Yahweh Shai in the nation of Israel. You just a normal dude. That's cool, man. You good. I'm not mad at you. It ain't for you, then it ain't for you. If it ain't for you, then it ain't for you. It ain't for none of you women. But if it ain't for you, I can respect that. And it's okay. It's just not for you. But let's go into the scriptures and see what this has to say about that. For all you Akim who it is not in your lot in these last days and time to go to war with your enemy and to spoil your enemy and to put them to death and to take their shit and to take their woman. Okay? If that's not for you, that's okay. Okay, now let's go. Let's read this. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1 through 17. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them. Be not afraid of them. For the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies and to save you. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house, and have not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, and have not eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife, and hath not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her. And officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, What man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Which one of you niggas some bitches? You scared and you fearful? Is you scared, nigga? Which one of y'all scared, man? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his. If you scared, nigga, you can't fight with me, man. If you scared, you can't go with me, man. If you're second thinking shit, you can't rock. You go home. Go. It's okay, dude. It's okay. It's all right. You're still my brother. I still love you. You just a bitch. It's okay, though, because this ain't for everybody, man. This might not be for you, bro. And it's okay. You get no concubines. You get none of the spoils. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're my brother and I know you, like, if I, one love, we'll share. We'll share, if you're hungry, we're not going to let you go without no food. Of course, we're going to keep it lawful, but you're not going to get the general glory of a warrior, man. You're not going to get the glory of a soldier. You're not going to get the glory of being one of the men who overcame the enemy through the power of Yahweh Shai. Scary ass nigga. Keep it moving. And it shall be when the officers have made an end of speaking unto the people that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. Okay, now we dividing up numbers. Okay? Captains over hundreds. You got captains over tens. Captains over hundreds. Captains over thousands. You understand? And the head captain. Okay? When thou comest nigh to a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. Okay, so this is how we do it, y'all. So you divide the people up of your platoon, of your military, or whatever. Divide your military into platoons, put captains and leaders over it to be charged over certain men. You understand? To be looking after their souls during this battle, okay? To coach them through these things, okay? Give them instruction on what to do, okay? When thou comest nigh to a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. The first thing you do when you come up to, let's just say all hell break loose, right? You ain't got no food, buddy. You ain't got no water. Let's just say you praying on it and the spirit come on you to engage war, to engage your enemy. Okay, we said, okay, I'm going to get about 30 Akim, get their minds right, minister to them, get them in the right mind, get them in the war spirit, and we're going to go to the suburbs, okay? We're going to go right across the street over here to the suburbs, and what we're going to do is we're going to come in peace, okay? We're going to come and say, all right, look, man, this is the deal. This neighborhood, this little cul-de-sac right here, this our shit now. And you either going to bow down and you're going to be tributaries to us. You're going to give us a portion of everything you got. And it's going to be a community established under our rule of law. Or they're going to get put to death. Now, let's see. This is how you do it. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee. And they shall serve thee. So, you spare the men, you spare the children, you spare the women. You don't deal with the women any type of way. You spare that town or that suburb or that cul-de-sac or that neighborhood. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm getting at? You spare them, okay? But you rule over them with an iron fist. Okay? You take a portion of all their shit. They are now tributaries. They give you tithes and offerings. You rule over them and they shall serve you. You understand that all nations are going to serve YARSHRAHLA, man. All you nations are going to bow down. So get used to it. This is about to start on this side. You understand? And when YAHWH come back, it's going to be reinforced and it's going to be forced. Okay? And if you don't want to serve, you're going to get put to death, period. I know it's not the Christian doctrine. I know your pastor pork chop not telling y'all this, but this is what the scriptures say. And I did videos after video after video on it. Okay? Now we're making a video about warfare. Okay? Verse 12. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. Woo! Let's go, baby. Then you're going to invade and you're going to seek and destroy house to house. Okay? All it takes is a little bit of organization and unity, brethren. That's all it takes. Come on, man. Come on, man. You will kick your brother door down. You know what I'm saying? But you won't kick your enemy door down. You make war with them and besiege it. We already talked about the process of going to war and besieging a land. And when the Lord thy God hath delivered it unto thine hands, so YAHWH is going to deliver them to your hands, thou shalt smite. Here we go again. This is the rudiments of war. This is how you go to war, y'all. Thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. Take their heads off. Every last one of them, in front of their families, in front of their wives, in front of their children. All the boy children do the same thing. All of them. Start with the old men, work your way down to the little ones. In front of their women, in front of their sisters, in front of their aunties, in front of their grandmothers. Put them all to the sword. Let their blood flow in the streets. This is how you go to war. There's no feelings, no emotions, no mercy. They had a chance for mercy. They had a chance to be at peace with you and to allow you to overtake them. They chose not that way, so they chose death. Okay? That's war. But the woman and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself. The Most High saying He's going to deliver your enemy to your bullets, okay? He's going to deliver them to you. And you're going to take all their shit, all their ammo, all their MREs, long-term storage, food, all their clothing, all everything. And there's methods to finding out where these things are, because in these days and times, oh yes, your enemies, these other nations, they have a nice little storage full of shit. They have guns, they got ammo, they got, man, think about it, Akim. Let's just say it's one, let's say you start off with one or two cul-de-sacs. It's about 30 Akim who about that shit, right? Everybody's been getting ready. They about the shit. They come together. So we ascend our prayers. We fast maybe a day or two, maybe 3 days. And then we commence war. Do you understand? Against this neighborhood. I'm just saying 2020, all hell break loose. I'm just giving y'all something to meditate on, right? Each of them households probably has one male. So if it's a cul-de-sac with 6 to 7 houses, you have 6 to 7 men, fighting men, fathers, men of the households to destroy. You have 6 or 7 to them to destroy. It's not that difficult to meditate on how you can overtake this. This is what Esau did. Conquer. This is how you conquer. This is war. You understand? This is war. This is what Esau did to the Native American Indians. You got to think about it, man. Stop being a bitch. Stop thinking emotionally. Think about it. Be a man. Okay? 6 to 7 of them is 20 to 30 of you. Make a plan of execution. Even if you got to send some spies for 3 to 4 days to watch what is going on in those households, what's going on in that neighborhood, watching everybody's movements, what time they leave, what time they come back, and engage a war and to strike against them. You understand? It's not that hard if you really think about it. All it takes is some unity and some faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's it. That's all. You get what I'm saying? But let's continue. After you kill every man with the sword, it says, but the woman and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself. And thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies. Eat they food, drink they water, drink they wine, pour they drink. Yeah, look at they woman, look at they daughters. Yeah, man, yeah, nigga. Yeah, Akim, what it do? Which the Lord that God hath given thee, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai gave them to you. Hallelujah, man. That's beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Isn't war beautiful? This is the beauty of war. And the sad part is our people, we have the supreme power of the universe. We are his apple of his eye. All we gotta do is get right with him, man. And we can, man, Daniel 7:18, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna take this kingdom, bro. We're gonna take this shit. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take it. We taking it. Okay? Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations. All the cities, okay? But of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy God doth give thee for an inheritance, thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. Save nothing. Everyone to the sword. But thou shalt utterly destroy them. Namely, the Hittites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. Woo! Everybody gotta go. You understand? Baruch chapter 4 verse 1, and I'm gonna end it. We're gonna go on to part 2. Okay? I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna do a part 2 because I know you Jake got a short attention span. I just pray that you find this part 1 edifying. Part 2 is gonna be coming right up. Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. These are the laws. We just went through the laws of war. This is the laws and the commandments of warfare. You understand? What other Akim is bringing this out right now? I'm giving y'all gold because we're coming into a time of war, of civil unrest, of destruction, of plagues, of judgment. It's time to come together. You understand? Under Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. For right now, get your armory together. Get your armory together, man. Get ready for this shit. Or you're going to bow the head and get thrown in the FEMA camp. Or Esau's going to come and kick your door down and put you to death. And that's really going to be the reality for most of Jake. Because Jake's mind ain't right. Israel's mind is not right. Y'all in La La Land. These women still shaking their ass. Y'all still shaking your ass on World Star Hip Hop, on TikTok, online, on Instagram. Just prostitute yourselves. Y'all don't understand that. It's about to be the end. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it's judgment season, man. He's going to cause the war is going to prevail. It's going to be nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. It's going to be race against race. A lot of you twerking ass, nasty ass daughters of Zion, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring a strange nation unto you, a strange people unto you to kick your door down and have a way with you, man. Y'all not in the right spirit, man. You know? But nonetheless, Baruch 4:1 tells us this is the commandment that endures forever, man. So we just went through the laws and the commandments of war, what to do with the shit. You feel me? I pray that it was edifying, and part 2 is going to be even more edifying because we're going to get into the war scrolls, man. I think I might title this the War Scrolls of Israel part 1 and 2. So the next 2 parts is going to be stories of when our people went to war, man. Even though some of that was in part 1, but this part 2 is going to be more deep into that because the book is a war book and we are a people of war. And the victory is ours if we just simply get our mind right and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But I pray that this War Scroll part 1 was edifying for the Akim. You know, I pray that it leads you to meditate, to plan, to prepare for the times to come using wisdom and discernment, you know. And all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And part 2 is coming up very shortly. When I get another quiet moment to sit down, about another hour, we're going to go through part 2. And I pray it'll be edifying that as well, you know. But shalom. Till next time.